Namaste, I'm Dr. Robert, and today on 5-ish Minutes with Dr. Robert, my subject is Chitta Vritti Nirodha. And I'm going to focus on the word vritti. Now, you may well recognize this as Patanjali's definition of yoga. Chitta representing the awareness, Nirodha representing restraint, and vritti, a word that's often translated as fluctuation. But fluctuation really is a very poor translation for something that comes from the word vritta. And vritta means to move, especially to revolve, like a circle. Vritti, often it's the case with Sanskrit words that there's a very physiological or real world meaning that then is abstracted, metaphoricalized into other meanings. And in the case of vritti, the physiological, real world meaning is the rolling down, for example, of tears. So there is a very specific implication of activity in the form of not just random chaotic Brownian motion fluctuation activity, but activity that is being motivated and promoted and promulgated by something. So Chitta Vritti Nirodha should be interpreted in that sense, because vritti also indicates any kind of purposeful action, going into business, setting a specific course of action into motion, whatever it may be. It's definitely not just the ridiculous fluctuations of mind that all human beings are subjected to, at least occasionally, but it also relates to any kind of very purposeful activity. So it's the restraint of any kind of, almost any kind of intention on the part of an individual. In this context, I think it's important to remember that there are two main types of vritti. There is pravritti and there is nivritti. Pravritti is the sort of thing that you do during the first two stages of life, brahmacharya and grihastha. You expand outwards. You are rolling externally. You are promoting your activities in whatever way it is that you are expanding during your life. And then once you move into vanaprastha, vanavas, your forest dwelling stage, and then you move into sannyas, it should be nivritti. You are taking in everything that all of the spider webs that you created as a busy spider during your life, you then retract them back into yourself as you prepare yourself to depart from this lifetime. So yoga's Chitta Vritti Nirodha, this implies both these vrittis, both the kind of vritti that you are using to, and this could also be you as a yogi expanding your yoga empire or whatever it may be. And nivritti would be you taking all of the whatever kind of projection of your intention, your plan, your rolling along through life, retracting it back into yourself and having it become quiescent as you move in the direction of not being able to project anything because you will be dead. So Chitta Vritti Nirodha is not simply causing everything to become flatlined. Ultimately, of course, that's what Patanjali is suggesting, that you should shut down all mental activity other than awareness of the supreme reality, nirvikalpa samadhi. But on your way to that, the restraint of these various fluctuations means that you should keep yourself very, very much attuned to what needs to be elaborated, what needs to be evolved, what needs to be developed in your life, when that needs to happen, and when you need to retract back into yourself, when you need to stop expanding and start retracting, when you need to bring all of that activity in the direction of being quiescent. This is Dr. Robert. Om.